Okay, today we'll start our last chapter, that is natural resources. Natural resources, in that we're going to talk about air, water, soil, and its pollution, then its conservation, then biogeochemical cycles. Okay, that is oxygen cycle, water cycle, then nitrogen cycle, and carbon cycle, then ozone layer. So first thing is natural resources. What are those? See, resources are there in the earth, right? And it is utilized by us for our survival. Huh? It is a necessity to our life. Okay, for our life. And these resources are called natural resources, like air, water, soil, sunlight, and minerals, etc. Whatever. Now we have there are different layers. The natural resources are found in different layers. Okay, first one is lithosphere, the other next hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. So lithosphere, it is the land. Okay, the outer crust, that layer is called lithosphere. Then hydrosphere, the water part. Okay, they are called the hydrosphere. The seas, ocean, rivers, lakes, streams, ponds. Okay, underground water, that is also our hydrosphere. Okay, then atmosphere, the air, and biosphere. It is the interaction between these three: lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. And most of the natural resources are non-living. Okay, abiotic. Living, biotic. Now, first one, air. Air has many mixtures of gases, right? It has nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapors, all this. And these gases, right? It is present in the precise composition. Okay, that much should be present to continuity for the continuity of life. See, the layer of gaseous envelope surrounding the Earth is called atmosphere. And what is its role? It is used for protection from ultraviolet rays, from the sun rays. Okay, and it also helps in the mode of communication. Okay, it is used as the medium for communication. Sound travels. It has to have medium, right? It travels through air. Okay, now by two ways carbon dioxide is fixed. Okay, green plants convert carbon dioxide into glucose in presence of sunlight, and marine, what they use, carbonates in their shells, outer shells. Planets such as Venus and Mars, right? There is no life, because there the major component, right, is carbon dioxide. And what is the role of atmosphere in climate control? This atmosphere, right, it covers the blanket, right, like protective blanket. It covers the earth like protective blanket. Okay, air is that conductor of heat, so it will prevent the increase in temperature. If there is increase in temperature during daylight hour, right, it will not increase the temperature. Okay, and during night, right, it will not allow the heat to escape to the outer space. So this will maintain the temperature during day and during night also. So this, right, this will ensure the temperature, the heat received by Earth is right amount. This moon, right, it has no atmosphere. So for them the temperature, it will be minus 190 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Okay, it is not suitable for existence of life. Next, wind. Wind is movement of air. Okay, now how does wind occur? So when solar radiation falls on the earth, majority of the radiation are reflected back by land and water bodies. Some of them are observed. This reflected solar radiation heat the atmosphere from below. Due to this, convection currents are set up in the air. What is convection? It is the movement of fluid, right, in which the hotter substance, right, it rises up, and the colder will be sinking. Okay, this is the convection. Okay, since the land gets heated faster than water, the air over the land would be heated faster than water over the sea, faster than the air over the water bodies. See what is happening here in the coastal region during the day. The air above the land gets heated faster and start rising. So during the day, what happens? The air, right, in the land above the land, what happened? It will get heated and it will start rising because hot air rises because it is denser, and because of that, low pressure will be created. So air over the sea will move to this low pressure area. Okay, so direction of wind will be from sea to land during day. At night, both land and sea will start getting colder since water cools down slowly than land. The air above the water would be warmer than the air above the land. Now the air above the sea will start rising. So air above the sea will start rising. So because of that, land moves to low pressure area. So the direction of wind would be from land to sea during night. During day, it will move from sea to land, and during night, it will move from land to sea. Other factors also will influence, like rotation of earth and mountain ranges, right? It will change the path of the wind. Also, sometimes cyclone or thunderstorm. These all. Now rain. Next is rain. What is rain? Condensation, right? Condensation of the water vapor.
Yes.
When there is what evaporation, right? Evaporation of in the land, plants, animal. It will evaporate and it will rise up. Okay, so after that it will condense into water droplets. Okay, what will happen? It will get bigger and bigger, then it will be heavy, then it will fall in the form of rain. If the temperature is low enough, then the precipitation, right, the rainfall, it will be in the form of snow, sleet, or hail. And this rainfall, it will depend on the wind patterns. Next, we have air pollution. Now, we have talked about the air, right? So, air pollution, what are the activities which will lead to air pollution? The burning of fossil fuel, okay? And because of this, what will happen? It will produce oxides of nitrogen and sulfur. These oxides, right, it will rise up and it will mix with air, and moisture will already be present in the atmosphere. So this both will mix and they will form what? Acid rain, oxides of nitrogen and sulfur. And this will be harmful to living organism and also to the monuments. Because of this, Taj Mahal is facing threat. It is due to Mathura refining. It produces SO2 and NO2, okay? Sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxide, okay? And this contribute to acid rain, already have said. And many industry, they will release large amounts of gases like carbon monoxide into the atmosphere. Also, dust also will cause pollution, and many diseases will occur, right? And allergic, like the asthma, cold, and respiratory diseases. Next, effect of air pollution, right? Oh, how will it affect? It affects the human respiratory system, lungs, and it will cause asthma, lung cancer. Asthma, whenever someone has asthma, it makes a person difficulties in breathing. Then this pollutants, right? The what is pollutants? Pollutants are substance which pollute the environment. So this pollutants will cause allergies, irritation in eye, lungs, etc. Okay, this gases, it will cause acid rains. And because of high level of pollutants, what will happen? The visibility, right, it will be fog smog like condition, and it will also cause greenhouse effect and global warming. Next we'll go to the water. Water, it is inexhaustible natural resource. So many water, but we will not be able to. But there is still not sufficient for us. Why it is so? Because fresh water, right? It is present in the glaciers only, which is the drinking water. We don't drink from the ocean or seas because the water is salty. Now, importance of water. It provides medium for all cellular processes, like this transportation, then to maintain body temperature, then balance of salt and mineral in the body. This terrestrial, they require the terrestrial life forms. That means the land animals, they require fresh water. Their body, we cannot tolerate high amount of dissolved salts. So all organism need to maintain the adequate level of water within their body in order to survive. Next, water pollution. Causes of water pollution, it could be fertilizer, pesticides, soap, detergent, then industrial effluents, the industrial, mm, they do the process and the then the byproducts, right? The waste, those are the effluents. They release it in water bodies. Then heavy metals, then sewage and domestic wastes. Those all things. What is the effect of water pollution? The addition of undesirable substance in the water bodies. Because of that, it will be unfit for consumption. The water will be unfit for consumption, and it will cause diseases. Because of that, there will be death of flora and fauna. Flora means plant life forms. Fauna means animal life forms. Okay, the aquatic and the plants present in the sea also, they will be getting affected because if the organic waste will increase, right? Because of that, bacteria and microorganism, okay, they will multiply faster and they will be using the dissolved oxygen. So the oxygen will be what will become less deficient, okay. And because there will be lack of oxygen, so fishes, they cannot breathe and they will be getting killed. And it will cause thermal pollution also, the change in temperature, and they will cause what, human diseases. Next, we will talk about the soil, outermost layer of the earth, right, which provides support for the growth of plant, that is soil. And soil has how many layers? O horizon, A, B, C horizon. Okay. Profile, soil profile. How is soil formed? It could be formed by sun, water, wind, and living organisms. Sun, how does that happen? Right? During day, what will happen? The sun will heat the rock. Then it will expand. Because of that, it will expand. And during night, it will cool down. The rock will cool down, and it will contract. It will then first, when heat is coming, it will expand, and after that, when night is there, there is no sunlight. It won't heat up. So what will happen? The rock will cool down, and it will contract. And because of that, what will happen? Because the rock, right? They do not expand and contract at same rate. This will what? This will because of this, there will be formation of cracks, and the huge rock, it will break into smaller rocks. Now in the water, two ways. First, right, the cracks is already formed, so the water can get inside the rock, and during night it will freeze, and because of that, there will be more crack, more widening of the crack. And also secondly, what will happen? The water, it flows, right? So the hitting of water, right, it will break over a long period of time. It will break, and this water will carry big and small pieces of rock downstream, down. Okay. Then water, we carry these small particles of rocks, and it will deposit. So that is how soil is formed. Now, action of wind. Wind will, it's similar to the water, right? It will carry. from one place to another. Sand from one place to another. And living organism, how will it form the soil? The lichens, the moss, right? They grow on the rocks. So it will break down the rocks. And because of that, thin layer of soil will be formed. Now, what is the constituent of soil? What does it contain? It contains mineral nutrition. Okay. Different soil has different nutrition content. Okay. There is something called humus. It is the dead, decomposed matter, right, which is rich in nutrition. It helps in the growth of plants. Topsoil, it is the topmost layer of the soil. It, it has the humus and living organism in addition to the soil particles. This topsoil quality, right, it will decide which organism will be growing there. Then soil pollution. How does this happen? This will happen because of the fertilizers, pesticides. If you are using it again and again, because it is made up of chemicals, right? It will change the constituent of the soil. It will make it unfertile. Soil erosion, what is that? It is the removal of the topmost layer of soil. It cannot occur due to what? Wind and water during flood, during monsoon, I mean cyclones, strong winds. The topmost layer of the soil, it will take from one place, move from one place to another. That is soil erosion. To avoid soil erosion, what can we do? We can plant more trees. Okay. Due to that, the trees, right, they can grasp, the roots of the tree can grasp the soil, and it won't allow the soil to wash off or to be blown away. Next, we have the biogeochemical cycle. This, what is this? This is cyclic flow of nutrition between non-living components and living components. This will make the biosphere dynamic and yet a stable system. Changing, yet it is stable system. Okay. First one is water cycle. What is water cycle?
Ma'am, water cycle is like the evaporation and then condensation of water. Like water gets evaporated from water bodies and then it condensates in the clouds. Like it forms clouds. Then finally, when the clouds are filled up, it condenses or comes down in the form of water.
Correct. So that is our water cycle. First, what will happen? The evaporation, then it will form, or it will fall to the land, right? Precipitation, right? Again, it will go to the sea. Then again, evaporation. This cycle, right? This cycle is water cycle. Here you can see. Next, nitrogen cycle. Here the first step is what? Nitrogen fixation. Here first thing is what will happen in the nitrogen fixation. This atmospheric nitrogen, right? It will get converted into the what? Nitrates and nitrites. Nitrates, okay, nitrites. This is done by nitrogen fixation bacteria. After that, there is nitrogen assimilation, and this is carried out by the plants. They absorb the what? Nitrates and nitrites, which are used for making the protein. Next, we have the ammonification. Now, the amino acid, right? Then it is made into the ammonia. That is ammonification. So, into ammonia. That the process of production of ammonia. Okay. How does this occur? This will occur by decomposition of dead plants and animals. Assimilation, it is the absorption of the nitrate and nitrite. After that, they will die, right? And they will form what? Ammonia. Now, the again in nitrification, what will happen? Again, the conversion of this ammonia into nitrite, then nitrate. Okay, that is nitrification. It is done by the nitrifying bacteria. Then next, the last step we have denitrification. Here, this NO2, NO3, again it will get converted into NO2. This is the cycle of nitrogen, okay, nitrogen cycle. Next, carbon dioxide, okay. Next we have carbon dioxide. Here in this, where is carbon found, Arham? Okay, it is found in the atmosphere in the form of carbon dioxide.
My it was my cousin. Ma'am, it was there in like in coal and in like natural gas.
Yes, 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 correct. And it is also found in the where minerals, right? And skeleton, exoskeleton, and endoskeleton. Also, we have protein, right? Inside that, also, we have carbon dioxide, carbon containing molecules, fats, and because all the hydrocarbons, right? That thing. Next, how we can see the carbon cycle, how it is done here. Carbon cycle, animal respiration, right? And the carbon emission, right? From there it will go, and the carbon dioxide will go to the plants. Plants, what do they do? Carbon dioxide plus water, and they will make oxygen, right? And after that they will decay. After decaying, what will happen? Again carbon dioxide will be there, will come out from them, and also from the all the animals, okay. Then it will form fossil fuel. Again from fossil fuel we make fuels, right? The for the industry, and there will be again emission, again carbon dioxide will be formed. And this is the, what is this? This is the carbon cycle. Okay, now greenhouse effect, what is that? Right, the heating up of the atmosphere, earth atmosphere. So what happens? This carbon dioxide, right? uh, it will prevent, right, it will absorb the heat rays, and it won't be allowing the heat to go outside the atmosphere. So because of that it will get hotter and hotter, it will warm the earth. That is called greenhouse effect. The gases such as the carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor, okay, this fluorocarbon. They, what do they do? They prevent the escape of heat from Earth. Because of this, there will be the concentration of heat on the Earth's surface. Because of that, it will be warming up, global warming, and this is called greenhouse effect. Next, we have oxygen cycle. Oxygen, it is present up to 20.95%. That means approximately 21%, right? From where we get oxygen? From the photosynthesis. That is the main process. From where we get the oxygen. Okay, how is this oxygen cycle is happening? This water plus carbon dioxide, right, will go to the plants, and they will make their own food, right, by photosynthesis. And we will be getting what? Oxygen. And we will be getting what? Glucose, okay, their food material. The oxygen the people will take in, right? Respiration, we will respire for the respiration. Again, from respiration we will getting the waste product, water and carbon dioxide. Again this cycle will be repeated. This is our oxygen cycle. Next we have the ozone layer, right? There in atmosphere, right, there are many layers: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. I think you have learned this in lower classes, okay. So between this atmosphere, right, from Earth's surface 20 kilometer, that is our stratosphere. Between the stratosphere and troposphere, right, there is layer called ozone layer. It is the thick region, okay. It will absorb the harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun, and it will prevent the radiation reaching the surface of the earth. So this will help, because the life forms, right, uh, uh, they they will be getting harmful effect if this ozone layer is not there. Okay, it will because of that we could get skin cancer and all other things. So this ozone is very necessary. And this ozone layer, right? What happens? This compound like chlorofluorocarbon, they are very stable. It will stay in the atmosphere, okay, and it will reach the ozone layer, and they will react with the ozone layer, ozone O3. Okay, it will react with this, and this it will form O2, right? It will break the ozone layer, and because of that there will be thinning of the ozone layer, and it will create hole. Okay, this this hole is present in the Antarctica. First it was discovered in 1985. Okay, so that's all. And this carbon dioxide, this chlorofluorocarbon, right? Where is it present? It is emitted from the refrigerator. Okay, fridge. Okay, so over